what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the YouTube channel of JJ Prime Reviews. And in today's video, we're gonna do something a bit different from my other videos because I've been doing lots of reviews here and there and I haven't posted any different type of content so far. So it's time that I better produce some different content here and there for you guys to watch. So in this video, we're going to talk about the potential of doing redos in the Studio Series toy line. Yes, because we did recently get a certain reveal of the brand new Transformers Studio Series Deluxe Class Bumblebee movie Volkswagen Bumblebee 2.0. And I say 2.0 it's because it's basically a redo of the original Studio Series Volkswagen Bumblebee. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't hate this figure. I actually like this figure. I actually enjoy messing with this figure. It's a fun figure to transform back and forth. But I will say the new version looks so much better in robot mode. It looks so much better. The car mode is pretty much the same, but the robot mode is where you can see the whole difference between the two figures. And that figure, that new Bumblebee figure that was recently revealed from MCM, opens the door to future redos in the Studio Series toy line. And I definitely want to see a lot of figures being redone in the Studio Series toy line. First off, let's start with a major one that needs to be redone in the Studio Series line. And it's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. There's no sense or buts about it. It has to be redone. It needs to be redone. Okay, it just needs to. Studio Series crankcase. Hasbro, you let me down on that crankcase, man. You literally let me down on that crankcase. When I heard that crankcase was being released in the Studio Series line, I was hyped. I was literally hyped for that figure until when I saw the figure in hand or officially revealed. That was when I was so disappointed. I was so upset about that release. Like, really? Just repainting Crowbar into crankcase? No. Crowbar and crankcase, you should know that Crowbar and crankcase have different designs. They don't look like each other. They're not the same design, not the same robot mode. What you should have done is take the Berserker mold that was released from the Last Night toy line and repaint that into a crankcase. That I wouldn't be upset about because Berserker and crankcase share pretty much the same design. Same head, same body, and same everything. So why repaint Crowbar in the first place? That doesn't make sense at all. I'm sorry, Hasbro, you just need to go back to the drawing board and completely redo crankcase. New mold, retool, or whatever, I don't care. Just redo crankcase. Just redo him, please. But anyway. I have to beg Hasbro to do this. But anyway, so another figure that I like to see be redone in the Studio Series toy line is the High Octane Bumblebee. Yeah, re-releasing this in the Studio Series line does not make this a Studio Series figure. Well, it kind of does, actually. I mean, they've done it to the Last Night Bumblebee, but that one, that's okay because that looks pretty much screen accurate as is. So I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say to redo the Last Night Bumblebee because they shouldn't, because that's already good as is. But this figure needs a complete redo in the Studio Series line. He needs to be more screen accurate because his legs are just a little bit lanky. I mean, it was a fine figure of its time. And this is the key phrase, of its time. A fine figure of its time. We're living in 2024 now, and we're going to go to 2025. So we need to see a new update, a newer mold for this figure. Reuse the SS49 mold, I don't care, but just completely redo this figure. It is not that great of a figure, unfortunately, in the modern era. It doesn't really fit with the Studio Series aesthetic, and it has the spring-loaded gimmick, the shooting missile gimmick, which we shouldn't have right now. because it's not happening in the main line, in the Studio Series line whatsoever. It's not happening anymore, but oh well. But yeah, I'd like to see a complete redo. Well, the car mode does look good for this figure. The robot mode, not so much, but yeah, definitely needs a complete revamp. So there we go. That's the second figure I'd like to see be redone. Another figure I'd like to see be redone is the Studio Series Ratchet. Now, I don't hate this figure. I don't. It actually looks good in both modes. My only real complaint was the lack of paint on this version of the mold. Thankfully that they fixed the paint in the NES version, but granted that's not screen accurate. It never happened in the movies. So yeah, definitely would like to see this figure be redone in the Studio Series line. Maybe a Voyager scaled or Voyager sized Studio Series Ratchet. That would be amazing. That way you can actually do so much with the engineering, make it more screen accurate with it still being able to transform. So would love to see that. Would love to see this. So again, I don't hate this figure. I actually like this figure. I like this mold for Ratchet. It's a nice mold. I like how it takes some cues from the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Ratchet, and it definitely looks better than the Dark of the Moon Deluxe Ratchet. But again, we'd like to see this Ratchet be redone in the Studio Series line. We'd like to see that. So that's figure number 3. So figure number 4. I would like to see the car mode Shatter be redone in the Studio Series line. This was plagued with a lot of problems. I kid you not. Like, this part broke on me. It broke on me when I was transforming her. I mean, I did fix it with the hot glue gun. Okay, it doesn't go anywhere. It stays there, but it has a lot of problems. You know, it has a lot of clear plastic, which can be a little bit scary, and the transformation definitely could have been a lot better. I mean, it's not a bad transformation. I do enjoy transforming her, but again, definitely could be redone. This needs a lot of improvement. Maybe just put her in deluxe class still, but re-engineer the figures so that we don't have a lot of this going on. I mean, I don't care about this. I can live with this, but you know, change the head sculpt or just free up any articulation and just remove these panels altogether and situate these however you want. Make the transformation more intuitive, more involved, so that we can have a better looking car mode Shatter in robot mode. So again, it does not look bad right now, but we're in a modern era again. We're moving on to 2025. And since the new Bumblebee opens the door for more redos, yeah, this definitely needs to be redone. So, just saying. So. Anyway, so that's figure number 4. So, figure number 5, I'd like to see Lockdown be redone in the Studio Series line. Again, I don't hate this. It's a massive improvement over the original Deluxe, and I appreciate that. But he has a lot of kibble on him, a lot of car kibble on him. He don't look great. Doesn't really look all that great in robot mode. I mean, he looks screen accurate. He does look screen accurate, but one thing he's really missing is the gun face. He definitely needs the gun face. Really needs the gun face. Apparently, he just needs the gun face. So maybe a Voyager class Studio Series Lockdown, that way you can actually make sure all the car parts disappear into the robot mode perfectly. So I would like to see that happen in the future. So definitely, please redo Studio Series Lockdown. He needs a complete revamp. So there we go. And last but not least, one more figure I'd like to see be redone in the Studio Series line is the Studio Series Voyager class Movie 1 Brawl. Again, like I've said with all the others, I don't hate this. It's actually a nice looking Brawl. It's actually a nice Brawl figure, and the transformation is actually fun to do. Once you know what you're doing and what steps you have to follow in order to transform this, you wouldn't have any problems. But the robot mode is definitely a little bit lacking. Like in the paint department and in the articulation department, he has no ankle tilts whatsoever. The proportions are way off for the design of this robot mode. At least the tank mode looks good. At least the tank mode looks good and accurate. But the robot mode definitely needs a little bit more work to make it more screen accurate. Just take some notes from the masterpiece movie Brawl, because that thing is fantastic. Looks fantastic. I won't buy it because it's expensive for me, but I can admire it. But anyway, so yeah, definitely Brawl should be redone in the Studio Series line. Please redo him. Okay, just redo him. I will appreciate that oh so much. But yeah, I think that is pretty much it there on what figures need to be redone in the Studio Series line. There are probably other figures that they should redo as well, but here are just the top six figures that I need to see be redone in the Studio Series line, because I think these 6 figures, including Crankcase, which I don't even own, by the way, but I still need to count him in because he just needs a complete redo. He really needs a complete redo. I mean, come on Hasbro, just do it. Anyway, so, but yeah, these figures need a complete revamp in the Studio Series line, a complete, just re-engineer them to make them more clean in robot mode. Because if you can do it for the Bumblebee, you can do it for the rest of them. Okay, you can do it. Hasbro, I believe in you. I believe in you. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it there for today's video. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed seeing me ranting on the Crankcase part. I think that's hilarious. I think you'll laugh at that section there. And yeah, and I did enjoy making this video because I wanted to do something new for you guys on the channel, and in the future I definitely will produce some more content like this, like discussion type videos. I think you guys would enjoy that, and you can see all my facial expressions when I present to you these figures and all that stuff. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And if you want more videos like this, be sure to click that subscribe button down below. And while you're at it, click that notification bell icon down below as well, so that you will never miss any of my future videos. And of course, do not forget to like, comment, and share this video with your other friends. Make them aware of this channel, spread the news and everything. Do whatever you want. I appreciate the support that you've given me, and let's get this channel to 2,000 subs before the 16th of November. And we can do it! We can do it. Only 28 more to go. And we're close. Very, very close. So, again, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Till all are one.
Greetings, Transformers fans. My name is Alita1. I would like to thank you for watching JJ Prime Reviews. If you would like to see more reviews, live unboxings, or even tutorials on the channel, hit the subscribe button and smash that bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded on the channel. Thank you, and see you next time. Till all are one.